20 judges,
2 days,
13 categories,
39 cars.
and 15 various tests.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2025 Cars.co.za Awards.
And now it's time for me to tell you a little more about the premium crossover segment. And I'm fortunate enough to be driving the Volvo XC40. Now this one is the B4 and it's specifically the ultimate dark package. This car is up against a Mini Countryman as well as the BMW X2. The like for likeness is specifically with the price. The BMW costs 879,000 Rand, while the Mini Cooper costs 795,000 Rand, right? You got it. Now I've spoken about the pricing and I want you to understand why this premium crossover segment exists. People are looking at cars between the prices of 700,000 Rand and R1,000,000. And these three cars fit perfect in that category. When I look at the cars already, just from how they look, just by looks, X2, not for me. Mini always evaded me, never really liked the Mini Cooper looks. But here, Volvo XC40 is a shape that I fell in love with a long time ago. This shape has been around for some time actually. The reason why I specifically think that Volvo might not win this category is not because they've built a bad car, because they built a damn good car. The issue here might be that the shape just looks dated. It just looks like, you know? But everything else on this car, it's there. Love the infotainment system of this car. I love the digital driver display, how the gear shift is on the side here, and then on the left you can see your speed, everything in the Volvo. Perfect. So it's a little sad, the fact that the other cars in this category simply might just outshine the Volvo purely because they are more modern. But what I do like about what Volvo offers is the 5-year 100,000 kilometer warranty and the 5-year 100,000 kilometer maintenance plan. Up front in the Volvo XC40, we have a 2-liter turbo petrol 4-cylinder engine. It has 145 kilowatts and 300 Newton meters of torque. You are not buying this car to be fast. You're buying this car for things like this. You drive over cobblestone. Oh, it's smooth. Oh, it's so nice and smooth. Just wow, actually. 0 to 100 of this car is 8.4 seconds. And Volvo claims 7.3 liters per 100 kilometers. I won't lie, I'm playing at around 8.5, 8.6. I took a glimpse earlier. And the reason why is, of course, I've got a bit of a heavy foot. Okay, that wraps up my time in my XC40. I need to drive the other car now, that being this, the BMW X2. Now I'll drive around it again and I look, it's S-Drive, it's got these funny shape. I can't get used to the shape of this car, I really can't, as much as I want to. But it's definitely in line with how the new X3 looks. Obviously they have to follow the same design language. And here we are, currently driving the BMW X2. Now, this one is the 18i M Sport. But, you know the engine situation in this car, right? This car comes with a 1.5 litre turbo petrol 3-cylinder engine. So, don't be fooled by the badges you see on this car. I don't know, man, it's so tough going into a category and driving the various cars, already knowing what you feel about the car you see. I need to be fair with my thoughts on this car, but the issue is I don't like the X2. I don't like how it looks. For me, it's not the premium crossover that it should be. Now, how does this car drive? I'll tell you one thing. You can feel that it's a 3-cylinder motor. Like when I press hard, it sounds like it's struggling. Obviously, we take it on the dynamic handling track to be able to see how it holds. Oh, but it grips quite nice. It grips well. The issue is how it seems as though the engine is being strained. So that is my 2 cents on how it sounds or how it pulls. Yeah, it doesn't pull very quickly. And even the layout of the car, you gotta give credit where it's due. From the steering wheel to the look and feel, specifically here for the driver, it's done very well. This car also does have a boost function when it comes to those pedal shifters. So you hold the minus side, hold it in for a little, the boost function kicks in for 10 seconds. Then you have a bit of added kick to the car. It's not a lot, but it's adequate enough. How does it feel on a bit of cobblestone? Let's go. Oh, it's good, but it's not absorbing me like how the Volvo XC40 would absorb me. In fact, I feel like I have to talk a little louder because the Volvo did it with a bit of softness versus this one. But it is a BMW after all. BMWs are a lot stiffer than the likes of the Volvo. At 879,000 Rand, would you buy it? For me, it's unlikely. Just so you know as well, at 879,000 Rand, you are getting the 2-year unlimited kilometer warranty, and then you get the usual 5-year 100,000 kilometer maintenance plan from BMW. So now I'm driving this car now, and I'm giving it, well, at some point I've been giving it 13.2 liters per 100 kilometers. BMW claims 6.7 liters per 100 kilometers. Look, with a small engine, I think you could get close to that, but 13.2 versus 6.7 seems as though at this very point in time, this car is thirsty. And now it's the Mini's turn. I'm currently driving the Mini Countryman S All 4. Now, you might be a little confused as to why you see John Cooper Works branding around the car. This is a John Cooper Works package. And how you can actually tell that it's not a real John Cooper Works are the exhaust pipes. Baba. John Cooper Works exhaust pipes would be making a noise. And obviously, if you count, you'll see more pipes on the John Cooper Works versus what we have here. Anyway, let's get into it. Up front, you're getting a 2-liter turbo petrol 4-cylinder engine. Power-wise, 150 kilowatt. The car still has its nippiness. Oh, brakes are so good. Brakes are on point. Very sharp, very quick to stop. Also good on the bends, hey? It's very agile. It may be unique and arb and the kind of car that appeals to the young designers, but it's a well-built car. Mini's grown now. Mini's grown up a lot, and you can see that. Okay, 20 kilometers an hour on the cobblestone. Here we go. Okay. Yeah. This is good. This is definitely good. There's a bit of a shake on our light here, but no rattles generally in the cabin. So the car does come with 20-inch Pirelli P0s. Big rims for this car, I think. The 20-inch wheels are optional. Obviously, if you are not going for the bigger wheels, they do come at around 17 inches. But overall, I'm very impressed with what this Mini has done. I'm very surprised that it contends with the others, especially where it's priced. definitely something I can give a thumbs up and even recommend to somebody else. Yeah, Mini gets a thumbs up from me, definitely. Driver seat of the BMW X2. Premium finishes here, unlike in the back seat. The back seat has hard plastics all over. Now, here, beautiful stitching with a nice feel of leather. You can see the Harman Kardon sound system and speakers integrated with the rest of the car. So great design. Obviously, there's a bit of storage in the door. Steering wheel. I think they always nail it with their steering wheel. Steering wheel looks nice, it's proper. Integrated infotainment system from digital display right up to where you can select everything and anything you need when it comes to your sat nav, selecting a radio, or even connecting your phone. There's of course Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Coming down here on the car, there is a wireless car charger. That's fantastic. But the problem is you need to have the car on for the wireless car charger to work. I sometimes like to sit in the car and have the wireless car charger there. That's not the case, of course, with this car. 2 USB-Cs here, 12-volt outlet this side. I got my key here. And there's nice storage here, lots and lots of storage for both driver and passenger, which is really cool. And then your gear shifter and everything here, I'm okay with it, but it seems very left-hand drive biased. Volume control and stuff is nice because there's a bit of a knob and I can press the knob, etc. But my problem with this is I can't open here as the driver. I can only open it from, so only the passenger must have it. This was very lazy. I think this car was, of course, just this. They took it straight from a left-hand drive. And then come on. Are you telling me the UK X2s, because UK is a right-hand drive market, has the same setup? I think not. I think there was some sort of like cost-cutting, short-cutting laziness here. Because, and plus, also, if you look at this setup here is like for a car phone. Old school cars would have a car phone here. So, yeah. Not going to give a lot of credit to that. Oh, I can't get the key because I forgot where I put the key. How do I get here? No one's going to use this. If it's opening this way, it's only for passenger princess. And now for probably the most unique car in this category. As soon as you jump into the Mini, you can see that it's very expressive. It has like cool finishes. There's a splash of orange on the dashboard, some weird feeling materials, and some weird looking colors. And it's not actually weird, it's just different. The car is just odd and unique in so many ways. I mean, look at this on the steering wheel. There's like a strap holding the middle of the steering wheel. And then you look at this infotainment system and you're like, wow, is this it? This is where Mini's going right now. A little difficult and intimidating if you don't know your way around the car. Using it for me initially was a bit challenging, but over time I've gotten used to it. One thing I need to show you is, of course, the experiences that you get on this car. There's a button here that says experiences. That's to start the car. That's your gear shifter, believe it or not. And this one here says experiences. Now I want you guys to hear what experiences is about. There we go. And listen to when you go to go-kart. Woohoo! You gotta love that. Now look at the storage. So much storage on this car, from your wireless car charger up here. Got my key here, 2 cup holders, another quirky little pocket here to keep your things in there. There's more storage here. Oh, this doesn't move. This armrest, of course, moves. There's 2 USB-Cs there and 12-volt outlet. And then obviously here on the seats, you've got this really cool material here, which contrasts with the leather. Cubbyhole has decent space. Not necessarily too big, but decent enough. The car does have heads-up display as well. And yeah, that's it. That's the interior of the Mini Cooper. So let's take a closer look at the Volvo XC40, specifically from the driver's side of the car. Everything here is also quite conventional, and it's also quite familiar. You know how Volvo does things on the interiors. Harman Kardon sound system, nice little wooden touch here to the car. Steering wheel, pretty straightforward. The digital driver display, it's what we know. You control most of everything you need in the car here, from the heated leather seats to the heated steering wheel. Looking at this, coming down here, you've got USB-C, you've got a wireless car charger there, and you have, look at that, a cigarette lighter. How's that, eh? A cigarette lighter, it works. Man, you gotta love the Swedish, obviously. Some more storage here, a little more storage in here as well. Cubbyhole, normal cubbyhole, decently sized, not very big, and also very comfortable seats. In fact, I feel like this is the comfortable one amongst the others in this category. The most comfortable, that is. But your steering wheel is, of course, manual. Rack and reach, conventional way. There we go. Done with the Volvo. Back seat, Volvo XC40. Roomy, comfortable, lots of headroom, enough legroom. There's a little pocket here, for me to store some stuff. And then there's a secret little storage compartment down here. And it's split in two. Nice touch, Volvo. Okay, here we have armrest, 2 cup holders, middle seat belt, air vents, which are not independently controlled. They are controlled by the driver or passenger, but we do have heated leather seats. 2 USB ports, USB-C to be exact, and it closes off to make it look all nice and flush. And yeah, the nice thing is that the sunroof is that big that even the back passengers can enjoy a pretty stargaze at times. Okay, I'm done. And that's the back seat of the Volvo. Time for the Mini. Okay, there's some cloth feel here on this car. Nice fancy door handle, a little storage here on top, and some more storage here. Then there's a sleeve here, and you've got 2 air vents here, and this is how you control the air vents. It's only basically on or off. You can't direct your fan, which is a bit of a problem. And then you've got 2 USB-Cs, some storage here at the bottom. My problem with this hard plastic, I feel like over time it's going to get scuffed and it's going to get scratched. It won't wear too well. That's my only issue. And then of course here you do have armrest, 2 cup holders. There is a middle seat belt, but the problem is it's a bit of a reach. You've got to literally get it from the boot by the roof. It's a bit far to get it from. There is a nice red stitching, premium quality, and nice pattern on the back seat, which is cool, but they are not heated. The Volvo XC40 has heated back seats. That's it from the Mini. Let's check out the X2. Okay. Inside of the X2, Harman Kardon sound system. Lots of storage space here by the door, and then plasticky feel here, but no sleeve or no pocket for you to store anything here. And that plastic continues here, it continues here as well. In fact, you can see the cut, copy, paste that they did here in the BMW and the Mini. You can see that Mini is part of the BMW group. At least the air vents I can direct myself, unlike in the Mini. There is 2 USB-Cs there. And then over here, we've got our usual armrest with 2 cup holders. There's a middle seat belt, but you also got to get it from the back, exactly like the Mini Cooper. Look, overall the car is comfortable and it feels a lot more roomier, it's lighter. That's because of the big-ish sunroof. It's not necessarily panoramic, but it's big-ish and it allows a bit of light in here. The Mini Cooper does not have a sunroof, and that's why it felt a lot more cramped, and of course it was darker in the car. So the car in this segment that takes the cake when it comes to sunroofs definitely has to be the XC40. It feels a lot roomier and it does have a lot of light coming in because that's a genuine and it's a real panoramic sunroof.
Obviously, in this category, we have to do a boot test. We'll start off here with the X2. 60/40 split, a proper backboard, and it has 560 liters of boot space. This one is actually the biggest amongst the others. The Mini Countryman, on the other hand, also has a 60/40 split, very similar to the BMW X2, but it only has 505 liters. And now for the Volvo. Easy to drop the seats, all of them. 60/40 split, but you have to do it manually. This specific car only has 452 liters, meaning the Volvo has the smallest boot. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. I can't wait for the end of February 2025, so we can see who the winner will be for the premium crossover category.
What's the car with Cars.co.za? This is Karen. Her name's not really Karen. You just know the hooter on her car is really well used. Beep. Now think of a car, any car. Yes, we have it. Cars.co.za. Let's find what moves you.